triangles.
Constructing a triangle. Okay, it's very easy. Um, let's say you want to draw a triangle that is 6 by 7. That doesn't even look like 7 compared to 6, but anyway. And I don't know, 5. How do you make it? Do you remember? Without just messing around and getting it wrong 100 times.
Hmm. What the?
Obviously,
No,
you
I
know
don't know.
construction means using a compass, yeah? Not like,
Yeah.
the compass with, pencil there, sharp bit there, holding thing there, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, so what you should do is you draw the first line, so say 6, any of the lines, right?
But can you use a ruler?
Yes, you should.
Then
Construction
can't you
is
just
all
use a
about
ruler then?
accuracy. No, if you try to use a ruler, what would happen is, yeah, you could draw the 6, no problem, yeah? Then you try to draw. What's going to happen in real life is that you draw the 6, then you draw the 7, which is there. Let's remember that. And then you draw the 5, and they go, oh, how comes it doesn't meet? There's a gap. And then you do it again and again, and there's going to be gaps so many times. Yeah, that's silly.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be hoping that it works. You should have a method to make sure it works. Yeah. So what do? You draw. Let me start again. So you draw the baseline 6, whatever you want to draw. Yeah, you could start with 5 if you wanted to, and then you put the sharp bit there. Let me point rather than. So you put the sharp bit there. Yeah, and your
Yeah.
pencil makes a nice curve. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then you put your sharp bit on this other corner.
Wait. Oh, do you measure it with a ruler, right?
Oh yes, of course. So you open
Oh,
up. So when you're doing the 7 one, you open up your ruler and your compass. So your
yeah.
pencil, is there. Your sharp bit is there, and you make sure it's 7 wide, and then you do dot 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 dot. Make an arc. So that shows you all the points that are 7 away from this point there, and then you go here and you do the same thing. You open it up 5 units wide this time, yeah, and you
Yeah, I
do
know.
da,
So
da,
you
da,
wherever it crosses, you.
5 centimeters, whatever it was, yeah, yeah. Then you get 2 arcs, and where they join is where you've got your last point for the triangle, and you can connect it and make your lovely triangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's constructing a triangle. I think you probably got a whole list of stuff to construct. Equilateral triangle. Let me talk about that quickly.
You just do 60 to like
You
the
just
same length
draw one thing, and then you just put whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Let's call it
difference. You just
8.
do the arc and then you
Exactly.
do it on
Open
the
up your
other side.
pencil, so it's like that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, open up your compass. Sorry, I keep saying the wrong things. There's your compass, and you make it the same width as your first line, and then you just make an arc there, and then you turn your sharp bit on the other side, and you make an arc the other way, and then you've got a nice equilateral triangle.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then there is perpendicular line. Oh, I know how to do that. You do
yeah,
more than halfway, and then you
exactly.
do it
Draw
on
more
both
than
sides.
exactly more than halfway. Make an arc, and then obviously arc should be both sides. Make an arc there, make an arc there, connect the points. That's already going to be perpendicular. Okay,
Mhm.
but what happens if we want to say we got a line and we want to make a line that's perpendicular like that on one side, not in the middle like we're used to, but on one side?
I don't know.
Okay, so what you do is you get your compass open, and where do you want to open it? You want to open it, so anyway, it doesn't really matter how. So here's your pencil, and I'm doing it upside down now. Let's do it right around so it makes a bit more sense. There's your pencil and your compass, and it's doing the usual, yeah. So the
Yeah.
sharp bit is, let me point. The sharp bit is here. The pencil is at the end over there. So you've got a long, long line, but yet they told you that they want it to go through point A. So you put your pencil at the end of that line, the sharp bit at point A, or the other way around, doesn't matter, as long as it's just that width, yeah? And then what you do is you spin it round so the pencil is now, it's kept the same amount open, but the pencil is there, yeah? And it's like that,
Yeah.
yeah? And what you get is now you've actually forced this to become the middle. And then you could do the usual stuff, you know?
What do you
So
mean?
you get
Wait,
your
give me a question and then say what do you have to do?
um
What are you trying to do?
okay, so what I'm saying is, let me clear it up.
What's the question?
So the question is, here is a dot, call it A, make a perpendicular line to the line that we already got, yeah? At A.
Make a perpendicular line to. Okay.
Yeah? So do you remember what I said? Does it make sense now? So,
Not really.
okay, so you get your compass out,
Yeah.
and what normally what happens is when you make a perpendicular line, it always goes through the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, perpendicular bisector cuts in half. So you want to do the same technique, but just slightly adjust it. So let me just rub that out. Okay, yeah. Okay, you slightly adjust it. You go, right, I'm going to put the pencil there and, the sharp bit there. So it's holding the pencil. There's your whatever holdy bit on the top. And then you swivel it round. So, okay, so you've got this width. You do that just to open the compass up the right amount, and then you swivel it around. So now your pencil's gonna be your compass is doing this, and it's kept the same width as before.
Yeah.
And so what's happened is when you make a mark there, you have done something. What you've done is you've made this the middle of this part of the line.
Oh.
Yeah, and by doing that, let me clean up a little bit. By doing that, the main thing is we've got this point now. We can do the usual thing. You put your sharp bit there, and your pencil makes an arc, like that, and also on the bottom. Remember? Then you put
Yeah.
your sharp bit on this side, over here, and you do the same. The pencil on the other side makes the arc like that, and you connect it, and it'll go through there because you made this the middle. Because it's always going to be a perpendicular bisector, that method. Yeah, it's always going to cut the line in half, but you have to make this the whole line for that to work. And you're going to make sure that the point you want becomes the new middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Anything else to construct?
Constructing the bisecting angle.
Yep. So
And
you
constructing and
got two
bisecting.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it anywhere in the line.
Exactly.
But it's the same.
Exactly.
And then wherever it is, you put the point in it, and then do another line.
Exactly.
And do it on the other side.
That's it.
And then you just draw the line from the middle of the thing, to the.
Cool. Yeah. Now, is it going to talk about loci next?
Yeah.
Yeah, because loci and constructions are very closely connected. So, we've talked about the two key techniques, which is perpendicular bisector and bisector of an angle, right?
Yeah.
Now, when I say you're gonna plant some trees equidistant from two walls, am I going to use angle bisector or perpendicular bisector? I want to plant
perpendicular.
No, I want to plant a row of trees equidistant from two walls. So two walls are lines, aren't they, themselves? Yeah?
Yeah.
So to be equal distance from two lines, you use this method, the angle
Oh yeah.
bisector. To be equal distance or equidistant from 2 points, then you use the perpendicular bisector thingy.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it, really. I mean, it's not really just that's it. There is the tiny thing of, oh, here's the old Chinese takeaway, there's the Indian takeaway, and give me the points at equidistance. That oh sorry the what is the I forgot the what's the loci of the points where the Indian takeaway can deliver if it delivers only 3 kilometers, and 3 kilometers means 3 centimeters, yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Oh, but the Chinese takeaway does 4 kilometers, so that's the loci of the area which the Chinese takeaway delivers. And then you go, can you give the loci of the area in which both the Chinese and the Indian takeaway deliver? Then you just
You just shade the top.
exactly, yeah. Where it says shade in the loci, then you shade it in as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
but a loci means boundary. Yeah, so it
Okay.
really means the edges.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So whatever. And that's it really. I mean, you can use your imagination for slightly harder ones. Say for example, here's your box. It's not really. I say slightly harder. It is really just slightly harder, right? So if they say give the loci of the points that are all 1 centimeter away from the boundary of the box, then don't forget it's rounded on the corners, isn't it? You know that,
Yeah.
don't you? Yeah. Otherwise, it's straight and boring, whatever. Yep.
Yeah. So now it's scale drawings and maps. What do they want you to know for that?